Welcome back to Bud and Romance. That's my intro song. What do you think about it, guys? It's shit. Okay. Anyway, what I'm here to talk about is, as some of you know, I'm Native American, and I'm here to talk about the Pan-Indian movement that took place in the '60s and '70s. That was a massive deal. Essentially, what it did is it united all of the native tribes into one cohesive unit, which is a bit of a problem, and I'm going to get to that. And kind of made them work together for better Native American civil rights and whatnot. Often problems on the reservation, treaties being misused, misappropriated, and also being screwed over by their own chiefs. This was a common practice thing. Well, I'm here to talk to you about why it's a bit of a problem. One of the main reasons why it's a bit of a problem, to me at least, is it has lost the distinction of Native American cultures. They are not unique cultures. I mean, just to give you an example of how unique they are between each other, most native languages vary as much as English to Chinese. That's how massively varied they are as peoples. And within that sense, the Pan-Indian movement has ruined that because of this identitarian politics that were brought in on them in the '60s radicals. As you know, the birth givers of critical theory usage and sociology that is incredibly unfounded by science. And it attempt to have multiculturalism, and this is Native Americans' outcome of massive multiculturalism, because Native American tribes are each their own independent cultures. They have no cultures. Everyone has forgotten their independent native cultures and what they actually do and mean. Everyone conflates like all these natives were the same, like all natives wore headdresses, lived in teepees, and that's sheerly from the identitarian politics of the Pan-Indian movement, which was a problem in the '60s. It's overall a creation. They had valid concerns, very much like the civil rights movement, which its end up turning out as Black Lives Matter. We've seen how that goes. Since a removal, more focus on identitarian politics instead of the actual root matters, and that's what it's become with this unification of each individual tribe, such as the Cherokee, the Sioux, the Shawnee, Seminole, Apache, etc., and so on. Just to name a few, Blackfeet. They have lost what it actually means to be their culture, and this is a problem to me, because now when I'm attempting to look up Cherokee culture, I will find loads of things, and normally blogs. Obviously, academic sources are a bit different in history. History is still one of the few arts that mostly, besides the splitters, which I'll make a video about them later, that get in the way, is pretty factual, and they try to differentiate to the various native cultures and what they actually mean. Well, when you look something up, you see a constant amount of blogs of Native activists. Well, I'm Native American, and this offends me because this, even if it doesn't really apply to them as a people, because the Pan-Indian movement has lost cultures. Native cultures are gone. Because, for instance, I'm Cherokee descent. Common thing is you'll see dancers, all Native dancers wear a headdress or something like that. You'll go to like your local festival and you'll see them there or something. Well, here's the inherent thing. Most tribes in the eastern United States didn't wear headdresses. Headdresses weren't their thing. And so we have this mixing of cultures so that there is no original culture to begin with. And to me, this is a microbe of how multiculturalism cannot work in a way. I mean, I'm not saying obviously people say ethnic groups are different in that sense. I don't agree with that necessarily. It's the culture. Like, there is German culture. You can be whatever race or ethnic group and to take part in German culture. Same with American culture or British culture. You just have to get involved in that culture. But this form of multiculturalism, which the social justice left or the regressive left want, has created in the Native American societies no culture. They have none. And now it's full of people who, to be blatantly honest, sit all day on the reservation and get drunk. They have no culture. They have nothing to look forward to. There's nothing. It's all united, and everyone's the same, and no one has any unique factors among it. And actually, I bring this up because I know most of you don't care about native stuff, but it's the mere fact that this is a microcosm of what these people want, because these identitarian politics has been turned against them. in the long run, and that's the negative side effect, really, is these identitarian policies do nothing but actually harm people because they lose their sense of self at the end of the day. With them losing their sense of self, they've lost a sense of purpose, and therefore there's no drive. And so they stop trying. And we're seeing that now. We're seeing people just give up. There's no sense of pride in your nation or whatever have you anymore. And so people are just giving up. This is the end. This is how it begins, and this is the microcosm it's in. Most of this shit you can compare to Native American cultures and what's happening here and how that's worked for them and it doesn't work. So this is another episode of Burning Rome Rants, which I rambled. That's what I do. And I'll see you guys